Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast. Today I'm doing my Where Are They Now for January-February 2020 haul. It's been a growing trend that I combine January and February together, as well as what I got for my birthday. So let's recap what I purchased and what I received in January and February 2020. The first thing is this guy right here. So this is the Tarte Blender. Now this comes with a 2-pack, the big one, and it also comes with a little one. I don't know where the little one is. I searched high and low. The big one I use on a fairly regular basis. I want to say almost daily, to kind of blend out my foundation. So what I do in the morning, I will apply my foundation, apply my concealer. I'll even use it to blend out my concealer under my eyes with the tip, and then I'll apply my foundation with a brush. If the brush is starting to make my makeup look fairly streaky, I'll then go with this end tip here and I'll like paddle over my face to blend out any streaks that the brush has left. So I do use this very regularly. I will say though, I don't think it is the same quality as when I purchased it. The sponge inside doesn't quite hold its, it doesn't quite hold its own. As you can see, it's very like shaped, like it's very it's very bent from like how much I fold it in half to blend out my concealer under my eyes and whatnot, and it's holding that shape. Even after I wash it, it still maintains that shape with the dip in it, which is a little bit annoying, but we are on to a year old now with this one. I wash this fairly regularly, like at least 2 to 3 times a week, just like the tip here and the end here. I do struggle to get this completely clean when I wash it, especially around the seams. I find the seams really holds on to the product, and it's quite hard to get the seams quite clean, because if you rub it too much, it's going to start fraying and whatnot. It's not the easiest thing to clean. It's actually kind of a pain in the butt to clean. I find the only way that I can really clean this is if I put some detergent on the end here, and I almost have to kind of like scrape my fingernails under it and into it to kind of really massage the brush cleaner into the end tip here to get the build-up lifted. So it's a pain in the butt to clean. It's an absolute pain in the butt to clean, and it does build up products quite quickly. But I find for the purpose that I use it for, I find it really helpful. Over the past year, I've gone through different phases of using this to apply cream blushes, using this to apply cream bronzers, and I liked it for all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I've still gone back to using a brush to apply cream blushes, cream bronzers, cream highlights, and I've only used this, or I only use this to blend out my foundation, just to make it not so streaky or anything like that, and to blend my concealer. So if I didn't have this in my collection, I don't think I would feel the need to have it, but because I do have it, I have found a use for it. So I use it, like I said, on an almost daily basis. I would like it to be the way it was when I first purchased it. I find it really good at really getting up in the corner of my eye and under my lower lash line to blend out concealer, and I find it really good at making my foundation not look like patchy or like that kind of mottled texture that you can sometimes get when you are like buffing in foundation with a brush. Next up is my Andalou Naturals Cana Beauty Oil. I love this beauty oil. I have gone through about 4 bottles of this beauty oil. I have recently, since Black Friday last year, I purchased just the straight rosehip oil from The Ordinary, and I do like that. But at the end of the day, I think the Cana Beauty Oil is my favorite facial beauty oil. When I have this, I would use it like every night as a moisturizer. Like I wouldn't use a moisturizer, I would use an oil as a moisturizer, and I really liked the effect that it gave my skin. I felt like it sank in really nicely to my skin. It didn't leave it overly greasy. It sunk in really nice and quickly, and it left a nice effect on my skin. So after I finish my rosehip oil, I think I probably will go back to the canister oil, because it's just my all-time favorite oil, and I really like it. I think it's a really good one. Even for oily skin, I have super oily skin, and I find that it is a super good oil for oily skin. Next is the Glow Recipe Pineapple, I think it's the Pineapple Bright Vitamin C Serum. I think that this was possibly the last one. I may have purchased another one in 2020. I have a feeling though that this might have been the last bottle that I purchased. Since purchasing this vitamin C, I have moved on to other vitamin C's that I found more effective and cheaper. I would always find that this one kind of separated on me. By the time I was getting to the bottom of the bottle, I had like this kind of congealed gelatinous kind of product left at the bottom of the bottle that wasn't, it just kind of separated. It wasn't quite working anymore. So I moved on to other vitamin C's. I've since used, I think, the Alpha H vitamin C. I'm currently using a vitamin C from The Ordinary. I've used a couple of different vitamin C's over the past year, and I much prefer those ones. And even, say for example, The Ordinary is a fraction of the price. The one I got over Black Friday, I think it's 20 Australian dollars at normal price. This one is 70. So just comparing the efficacy and the price of the Glow Recipe to other products on the market, I much prefer those other products. Even if I am paying about the same price, I feel like I'm getting a better, more effective product from another brand than I am from Glow Recipe. My birthday gift from Mecca, and for 2020, I received the brush and a highlighter. Now the brush I hardly ever use. It's just not one that I grab for. I much prefer like my Ella Cosmetics highlighter brush and other brushes that I have in my collection. You know, it's a nice decent quality brush for, you know, like a home brand type product, but it's just not one that I reach for. I do like the rose gold packaging, but other than that, that's about it. And then the highlighter, like, I don't actually think I have really worn this highlighter a whole lot. It is a baked highlighter, and I've probably worn it maybe once, if that. I don't love it. I much prefer to grab for other highlighters in my collection. You know, there's other highlighters in my collection that just kind of give me that little kind of heart flutter that I get over that one. So I always reach for them over that. Then we have a few birthday gifts. The first one was my Glass House Electric Love candle, and that one is actually sitting right here. And actually, I don't even know, I haven't even burnt this because I just love it so much. I do occasionally take the lid off this. I find with Glass House candles, if you take the lid off and you just leave them sitting open and out, they can quite often scent a room without being burnt. But I just love the packaging of this, and I just think it looks so pretty here at the back without being burnt. So I haven't actually burnt it, and I do have a bucket load of other candles that I want to burn first before I get through them. Like, I have a lot of double ups of the Glass House Beverly Hills candle, so I want to get through like the double ups before I get around to burning the candles that I only have like one of that particular scent of. Then I have my Melt Vita and Muerte palette. I don't really want to grab this out because it takes me ages. It takes me ages to get it set up nicely again, but I love these palettes. I have these on display all the time. I put them in this little hole right here on my shelves. I think that these are some of the most beautiful palettes that Melt has ever come out with. Just the design of the palette, the packaging, it's stunning. I love how, you know, they go together. And then inside, I think they did a really good job on the color story on the inside of the palette as well. Out of both of them, I much prefer, I don't want to bend it back, I much prefer the Muerte palette. I think that there's just more in the Muerte palette that is kind of unique. I like this color story. I like the I like the blues and the deep teals, the navies. I really like that aspect, and the few shimmers that are in here are really nice as well. And the Vita's nice, but compared to the Muerte, it's just not it. I will never get rid of these. I don't use them that much because they're more like display pieces for me at the moment, but I think they are really, really pretty palettes, and I'm so glad that hubby got these for me for my birthday last year. I'm really happy to have them, and I wish I could like display them over here or something, but my camera actually really struggles at picking my face over this. I used to have them, I think, up in this one here, and I was always out of focus in my photos, in my videos, because my camera would focus on the skull on this over my face. It was really frustrating, but I think they're so pretty. They are so pretty. Melt needs to do more stuff like this. If they did more stuff like this, I would buy like every release from them, because they just excelled with the packaging on this one. And then the last two that I got for my birthday are these two. So these are both from Menagerie Cosmetics. So firstly here I have the Menagerie Empty Magnetic Palette, and I use this all the time. I'm currently using this for my shadows that I'm currently panning, so my single shadows. So I am using this on a daily basis. At the moment, there's 4 shades in here that I'm currently trying to pan. I reach for this every single day. I think it is so pretty. This still gives me like a little flutter when I see the front of the palette. I just think it's so pretty. It's so cute. Menagerie excels with their packaging, especially this. I would love to have like 6 of these. I would never remember what was in each of them, but you know, if you are making an order from Menagerie, I would highly recommend picking up one of these empty magnetic palettes if they have them in stock. They're really good quality. The outer casing is gorgeous. I think Menagerie should come out with more of these empty magnetic palettes, but a different like front cover on each of them. That would be amazing. But yeah, if you're wanting to get over like free shipping cap or anything like that, throw one of these in your cart. You won't be disappointed. The last one is the Menagerie Cosmetics Feral palette, and I just want to say once again, really good quality packaging. Like this has some hefty weight to it. The packaging is really, really good quality, and the color story in here is gorgeous. This is the second edition of this palette. The original one had different colors in it. This is the second edition. There are some gorgeous colors in here that I reach for like every time I use this palette. You probably can already guess what they are. The teal here, the purple, even this one up here, the coral pink, the yellow, and this shimmery green here. They are gorgeous colors. Menagerie Cosmetics eyeshadows. They are not kidding around. These are pigmented as hell. Every time I've worn this, I have gotten staining. So if you want something that's super pigmented, jump on it. And again, they have excelled at the packaging. It is gorgeous. Reach for, but every time I open this palette, I just want to use the bright colors. I look at these 3 here and I'm like, yeah, I'll use them next time. I want to use the bright colors. But it is a super pretty palette. I need to grab it out more. I would definitely repurchase both of these. Well, I would repurchase these as well, but you can't get them anymore. If you have these and you and you don't like them, try selling them, because you will easily be able to sell them and someone snap them up super quickly. Because I've seen people say that they're going to sell them and they've like sold them within a day. And if you didn't get them, I'm sorry, your loss. And these two, like I said, I would definitely recommend both of these. If you are shopping through Menagerie, I would recommend picking up both of these. Let me know if you've tried any of these products down in the comments. I would love to know your thoughts on them. Also, while you are down there, don't forget to click all those YouTube buttons down there. Like this video, subscribe to my channel to keep up to date on future content. You can also join my membership for extra perks and applaud this video. That's it for this video, everyone. I hope that you're having an absolutely amazing day. I hope that you are staying safe and healthy and looking after yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, beautiful.